Now let's print out the minimum number of the array. For that, on line number 23, I'll create a new method which would be public, then static. It won't return any value, so it will be void, and I'll call it min number. Then I'll have these parentheses and then those curly brackets. Now the same as max number, I have to pass this numbers array into my min number. So inside these parentheses, I will have an array of numbers. Now here we have to do pretty much the same thing. Instead of having max number, this time I'll have a variable int for min number, and I will also assign that to my index 0. So I can simply copy this and paste this here. In the min number, we are assuming that the number on index 0 is the minimum one. Now we have to again write a for loop. So I'll write for, and again I will create a loop variable called index, and I'll start from 1. This will be the same loop as it was in my previous method. So I'll call numbers.length, which will loop through all the items, and in the end we will increment this index. And now inside the for loop, I can have my if condition. Now this if condition would be similar to the one we wrote in max number, but with a slight change. And the change would be that in my max number, we were checking that if the max number is less than the next number. But here in the min number, we will check that if my min number would be greater than the next number, then we will execute this if condition. Because if, let's say, my next number is less than the current number, I have to assign that minimum number to this minimum number here. So I can simply write this condition again here. So here we are basically saying that if my current minimum number was greater than my next minimum number, then assign that new minimum number to my current minimum number. And then finally, when the for loop is finished, I can print this minimum number here. Now to run this program, we will go back to our main method, and here I will write my min number, and I'll pass this array again, and I'll save it and run it. So you can see that my maximum number is shown as 14 and my minimum number is shown as 1. Let's say we change this one to 2 and have some more values here. Let's say 16 as well. So now our maximum number is 16 and minimum is 2. So if we run the code, so you can see our maximum was shown as 16 and minimum was shown as 2. And this looks perfect. Now in the next lesson, we'll practice some return statements, because what if I wanted to print these two on one line rather than on separate lines? For that, we need to basically pass these minimum and maximum as return values to our main method. So that's what we are going to do next.